Muy buenos dias. Welcome to the Latinx Education Collaborative Fall Virtual Career Fair. We are here live in our in-house studios, and we have 13 school districts that are going to visit us this morning and afternoon. First thing, I'd like to remind everyone to fill out the survey that you will see occasionally throughout the podcast, throughout the recording, and we'd like for you to let us know how we're doing, how we can improve, and always get better. So the very first visitor this morning will be the Guadalupe Center's Charter School, Omar Fierro, Assistant Director of HR, and he will lead us off this morning. We do want to remind you all that we are here to serve the community. We're serving our local school districts and helping them employ Latinos into their organizations. And this is what we do in service to our school districts in the metro. Welcome, Omar.
Hey, good morning. Thank you for having me. Buenos dias.
Hey, buenos dias, buenos dias. How are things going at the Guadalupe Centers?
Everything is going great. It's busy, but you know what? Busy is good.
Busy is good. I know you have some what is it? Some positions that may be open for the classified or certified individuals. You need staff, paraprofessionals, I would imagine. Absolutely. And the list may be long, as it is with many different school districts, as the case where we're still trying to fill in positions, even in the mid part of September. So right. My very first question to you is, tell us a little bit about yourself and the organization.
Yeah, thank you. Like I said, my name is Omar Fierros, and I am originally from Mexico. I came to the States like everybody else, looking for a better opportunity of life. I'm grateful that I was able to find Guadalupe Centers as an employer, and they gave me the opportunity, and I've been with the organization for 5 years. Really the what Guadalupe Center stands for calls to my heart and to my personal beliefs. So, organization and many people know, it's been around for 100 years plus. We strive to help the Latino community and just make things better and easier for everybody that comes to our organization, for sure.
So why should community members go to the Guadalupe Center?
Yeah. So like I mentioned, we are committed to help our Latino community. This is who really comes to see us mostly. I mean, we do have some other ethnicities and other groups that come to Guadalupe Centers, but 92% actually of our population is Latino. So we are definitely want to serve these communities in need and help them go through the daily obstacles that come to them.
Muy bien, muy bien. Oh yeah, what kind of educator would you like to see apply for the positions you have available?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. We want to find somebody who is committed to help children. This is our business. We take care of kids. We teach them. We show them how how to navigate through the world. So we definitely want somebody who is committed to that. Somebody who can be bilingual, so they can communicate with students. Like I said, 92% of our population is Latino, so we do definitely want somebody who can reach out to those kids and to those families in their native languages.
Very good. And so can you tell me a little bit about the opportunities that you currently have available teachers, paras, support staff, other openings?
Sure, of course. We're pretty fortunate that we are completely staffed with all the certified positions. All we really need is some paraprofessionals. We need launch monitors. We need long-term subs, and we need a alternative sentence facilitator for our high school. Most of the positions really are classified, but that doesn't mean you as a teacher cannot apply. We do have a pool of applications we receive on a daily basis, and we consider those positions for for semester or for next year or things like that. So definitely feel free to reach out and apply and contact us.
So can you tell me a little bit more about the actual schools, the complete charter school system, K through 12? How many students do you serve?
Dr. Basine, I'm sorry, you cut out.
Oh, how many students do you serve, and how many teachers do you currently have on staff?
Sure.
How big is your school?
Yeah. So we have around 1,600 students altogether from pre-K through 12. We have a staff of 225, and that includes teachers and classified staff. 47% of our hires and of our staff is actually either Hispanic or they speak Spanish. So we proud of that. We have the resources to serve our communities with those teachers.
Where are you all located?
We have three different locations. We have our campus, the Villa campus, which is the elementary and pre-K. It is located on Truman Road, right off Truman and Hardesty in the northeast. Then we have our middle school on Bellevue Avenue, really close to the Guadalupe Centers, which is right on Cesar Chavez Avenue on Bellevue. And then we have our high school right on Truman Road and De Paseo.
Very good. So you have different campuses and different locations. Are these communities mostly multicultural, multi-ethnic?
Yes. So we do like I mentioned earlier, most of our population is Hispanic, but we have some African American students, and then we have some white students, but mostly the big the big mass of students that come to us, they're immigrants from Latin America. They're students who don't speak English, or but we don't really have too many students from other ethnicities like Asian. I don't think we probably have just one Asian student, but we definitely have a variety of ethnicities in our community.
Okay. So, Omar, how can someone apply?
Yes, if you go to our website, we actually launched our brand new website about a month ago. So if you go to gck12.org, you'll find our shiny brand new website, which is amazing. And it will take you to our career portal, and then from there you'll be able to apply.
Can you repeat that again for us, please?
Yes, our website is gck12.org.
Excellent. What we'll do is we'll make all the attempts to put that on our slide deck here, so that other individuals can see it, apply, and contact you. Is there a phone number for you, sir, or an email?
Yes, of course. You can reach out to us at schoolhr@guadalupecenters.org, or you can call us at 816-702-7417.
Omar, is there anything else you'd like to tell us before we end? I know these interviews are super quick, and there's a lot of information I know you all want to give us. What would be some last words for us?
Yeah, definitely. If you have the opportunity, come to Guadalupe Centers, come check us out, and come to see what we're all about.
Well, thank you so much, Omar. Thank you for the brief minutes that you gave us. I do wish you well as you continue to staff the open positions, and we'll see you soon.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Buenos días. Hasta luego.
Hasta luego. Buenos días. Well, don't forget to go to the survey and give us some feedback. We will be getting ready now for the next organization coming to visit us this morning. It will be the Kansas City Girls Preparatory Academy. So we will see you soon. Hello, buenos dias. Welcome back to the Latinx Education Collaborative Fall Virtual Career Fair. Don't forget to go to our survey and give us your feedback. Give us some information that we need to make things better as we move forward. Some of you are probably wondering what this flag is behind me. It is the official, or should I say, a Hispanic heritage flag meant to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month between September 15th through October 15th. The colors represent perseverance, sacrifice, family, courage, prosperity, and justice. It was designed by a St. Louis native, Jose Garza, and the geometric figures in the middle of the flag represent the Cordillera Mountains that unite North and South America. So there you go, and we'll remind everyone about the flag throughout the morning and afternoon. Right now, we have the Kansas City Girls Preparatory Academy visiting us. Ms. Renee Rivera, Director of Student Supports, is here to tell us more about the needs that the Kansas City Girls Preparatory Academy has. Welcome, Renee.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hi.
Hi. There we go. We can hear you now.
Okay.
How are things going?
Good. We are in the middle of the school year. I feel like finally I had a little calm down from the beginning of the year.
Yeah. We wanted to give you guys some time to see what positions you were able to fill and the needs you all have. It's always good to hang out with you all, be it virtually or in person. I know Tom Krebs for a long time, and I've known many of the administrators that have come through your program as teacher leaders, and of course, those that you have grown and moved forward. So it is a good thing. Renee, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and the organization?
Yeah, so my name is Renee Rivera. Like you said, I'm the Director of Student Supports here. So I oversee our ELLs, our SPED kiddos, 504s, all of that.
Right.
This is actually my first year at KCGPA, but I have been in the charter world in KC for 12 years now. And so I know the landscape very well. What was your second question? You want me to tell you about KCGPA?
Tell us about KC, the Girls Preparatory Academy.
Girls Prep. So we have been open since 2019, opened the summer before the pandemic, which was, a great time to start a school. We started with 5th grade, so very small. And then every year we built up a grade from there. So right now we are a 5 through 9 school. We are a single gendered school. So we are just for girls. And we are right here on the Kansas City East Side because we wanted to make sure that we were serving girls in our community and that there was access to something like this for girls instead of having to go outside or 20-30 minutes away from where they live. So we really wanted to build a sense of community with our community and where we were, because there's tons of research out there of how much growth girls can make in a single gendered school. So that's who we are.
Are you all planning on adding a high school, continuing on with the 10th grade to the 12th grade?
Yes. So this year we have our freshman class, which is our founding class. They are our 9th graders this year, and we are continuing to build every year up until we get to a 12th grade, with the idea that we're able to build this sisterhood and community for girls to always come back to. So once they leave our high school, they're able to go to college or choose their career path, and then always have that sisterhood of people that they can fall back on and lean into when they need that support after they're kind of on their own.
So what does the ethnic makeup of your student population look like?
We got a little bit of everybody. Yeah. We have about 60% African-American students, about 15% Latinx, 18% multiple ethnicities, 6% white, and about 1%, Pacific Islander, Asian. And about 25% of our population are Ls. And something we pride ourselves on is our kind of scaffolded support. So we have a great newcomer program for people 2 years and under have been in the States. We have a program specifically for them to build that language so that they can be in classes and really get the academic needs. And then we have sheltered instruction as well as inclusion and immersion classes and all different levels. So support at every level for our L learners. And I mean, same goes for SPED too. We have a about 15% SPED population, and again, multiple levels of support for those kiddos.
And I'm sure you have supports and respect for the different cultures and ethnicities that you have at your school. And I know you also have probably a religious mixture too.
We do. And something that we really pride ourselves on is being able to give students and teachers that respect of their own identity. One thing that really drew me to KCGPA is that we have floating holidays. So if people support or have religious holidays that they celebrate that aren't a regular day off, we have floating holidays that people can use for those so that they can really, lean into their religion or their identity and whatever that means to support that. And we do that for students too. And we have, a prayer room for students that need to take time for prayer. Yeah, we have all those things. So we're really supporting girls in all manners. It's not every school in Kansas City wants to be strong in academics, as do we, but we also want to build girls on the social and emotional levels and who they are and their identity, and really just give their power to them so that they can grow into it.
I imagine you also support LGBTQIA students as well that you may have.
Absolutely, we do. We try to encompass all
identities,
everybody,
whatever they come with.
Yes,
whatever they come with, and will identify. Very good. Now, why should community members or future community members consider your organization as the next part of their own journey?
I thought about this a lot this morning as I was thinking I get to talk to you. And I was thinking of the things that really stood out for me personally, looking at KCGPA, and the first thing for me was building from the margin. So knowing that we're always building systems and routines and academics all around especially our English language learner and our SPED kiddos first. So making sure that we're looking at those that we need to serve from the outside in. Another thing that really drew me to Kansas City Girls Prep is just the balance that I'm able to have in my own life, and that every single person here is working 100% during their hours at 7:50 to 3:50. And then we get to go home and have a balance of our home lives too. And being at a place that really believes that we need both has been so life-changing. And it's just a culture that is built here for staff and students. So it's, it's being able to come to school and do the academics, and then being able to go to sewing club after school, or cupcake club, or volleyball, or those kind of things, so that we're building the full capacity of students and teachers and seeing us for everything that we are. And then also, just that we have teachers, leaders that look like our students is really important. And I know growing up, I'm Puerto Rican. I grew up with 0 people of color as teachers. And it would have meant so much to me to have a teacher that was Hispanic to be there and show me what it meant to be a Latina instead of my wonderful Puerto Rican dad, who I know what it means to be a Puerto Rican man, but not to be a Puerto Rican woman. And so having educators that come in that know that life and can really mentor our girls on a human level is really what we'd love to see.
Are you guys working on maybe a grow your own program? I know you're growing your high school, and to have those brown teachers or those teachers of color, sometimes you got to grow them.
We did, yes. And we very much believe that from not only the student side, because yes, we are still growing. So hopefully those girls want to come back, but also just within, if we can hire paras that want to become teachers, we want to build that within our school system. And if people, even teachers, if they want to, explore the leadership avenue, we make sure that we provide opportunities for that to happen so that we can build up people within our own organization. And so that they can be prepared to be in those roles when they get there.
So what kind of educator are you looking for?
We have a few roles open right now, actually. We have, for the past about month and a half, we've been accepting applications for a school leader for our middle school, as well as an assistant school leader, and an instructional coach. So those are all roles that are very big for us to fill. And so we've been making sure that we're going really slow and being meaningful with the process. So we've been accepting applications for the past month, and we'll continue to accept applications until the end of this month. And then interviewing will start for those positions. We are also hiring for a 5th grade science teacher right now.
Okay.
And we will be upcoming hiring for a para. So that one's not on our website yet, but it will be on our website within the next week or so.
So what are the characteristics of these future educators in your building?
We would love to find people, like I said, that represent our community, have a passion for, inner city KC on the east side, making sure that they are people that don't just see deficits in students, but also see the strengths and really want to lean into how to teach young girls how to use their voices and how to step into their power so that they can be, meaningful, impactful women in our community that can succeed with anything they put their mind to. So people that believe in that mission and vision and are, just in it to support the girls.
Very good. So how can someone apply? Can you give us some information? How do they get a hold of you? How do they get a hold of the school? What do you got?
If to check out anything with Kansas City Girls Prep, you can go to kcgpa.org. And if you want to look at openings, you can also do the kcg.org/openings. On our website, we have all our benefits. We have our salary. We have what the process looks like to apply. Everything you'll go through on that. If you want to call us, our phone number is 816-268-2573. And then if you want the general email, keep writing it all down, info@kcgpa.org. Trying to keep it simple. And if you want to directly get a hold of me and you're like, hey, I saw you on the virtual career fair, my email personally is rrivera, so RRIVERA @kcgpa.org.
Wow. Thank you so much for coming in this morning. You've given us a lot of wonderful information about the school, about the positions, the opportunities that you have. What are some last words that you can leave our audience with?
Oh my goodness. I don't know. That's like a tall order, right? I would say if you are looking for a place to really grow and be seen for who you are, take a look at KCGPA, see what we have to offer. We are actually right next to Guadalupe's elementary school. So we are neighbors with them, and we are partnering we want to partner with all schools and people in Kansas City to make education in Kansas City better. So, reach out to us, see what we have to offer. Let's see if we're a good fit and go from there.
Muy bien. Renee, thank you so much for coming in and visiting with us this morning.
Yeah.
We appreciate all that you do for your own community, the girls that you serve and their families. And we look forward to helping you staff the positions you have open. So please stay in contact with us. I will reach out to you to see if we can start a new teacher club at your school with your freshmen, even beginning in the middle school, because the only way we're going to get, the girls, the girls you're going to be serving to come back to your school as future teachers is that we give them those experiences and we grow them, mainly because they love the school and they want to be a part of it again now as a professional. What do you think?
Yes, 1,000,000%. Let's do it.
Okay. All right. Renee, thank you so much. You have a wonderful rest of the day. And we'll see you soon.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Okay, thank you so much for visiting with us. You just heard from the Kansas City Girls Preparatory Academy. We do have that information previously given to us by Renee. And we do want to remind you to also go and fill out the survey that we have available to you right there so that we can get your feedback. Thank you so much. And we look forward to inviting the Piper School District here in a few minutes. See you soon. Good morning, buenos dias. We are back. This is the Latinx Education Collaborative Virtual Career Fair, and we are going to welcome the Piper School District, Miss Amber Buck. She is the Community Outreach and Inclusion Coordinator. We are assisting school districts in the metro with their employment opportunities, and this is a service that we do throughout the year, and just to help out and serve as we are committed to you. Welcome, Amber.
Hello. Thank you so much for the welcome. It's great to be here.
Well, thank you so much for coming. I know we were having some technical difficulties. That happens, but you're here.
Yes.
That's what you are here. So can you tell us a little bit about you and the Piper School District?
Awesome. So I'm Amber Buck, and this is, I think, my 4th year in the Piper School District. I am, I identify as African American. I am, my pronouns are she, her, and this is my maybe 15th or 14th year in education, but I'm a newbie here at Piper. My position is for community outreach and inclusion, because we know that inclusion matters and representation matters. And so I've just kind of been doing some outreach into the community on behalf of our students and our staff, but also trying to get our community, get the Piper community connected to Wyandotte County as a whole, to the metro as a whole. And you asked me about myself. That's me. Did I miss a part of the question?
and tell us about the Piper School District. Where are you all located?
That's a great question. A lot of folks don't even know where we are. We are in far western Wyandotte County, but we are still in the dot. I'm a dot born and raised. So we're technically a suburban school district. Its population is about 2,800. And also, like, of course, we're in western Wyandotte County, Kansas City, Kansas. Our population of students is heavily white, but growing minority representation. And so our students of color are coming fiercely, and our staff doesn't reflect that, and that's what we're trying to change. But we're currently ranked as the third fastest growing district in the state of Kansas, and our graduation rate is almost at 97%. So that's a little bit about us.
Yeah. And so my next question is, why should Latino community members consider your organization as a part of their own educational journey?
That is a great question. Once again, like, the reason I came out here was because the Black population was growing, and our Latina population is growing out here as well. And so we know representation matters, that we need to see people who look like our students, teaching our students, guiding our teachers, leading this district. And so honestly, the quick answer is, we need you. You might not need us, but we hope that you would choose us. There is a lot of room for growth professionally. And of course, like, as we grow as a district, it's kind of like getting in at the ground floor. You can really help us make ourselves into something great, into something that is needed, into the right kind of district that's going to be inclusive, that's going to be innovative. And we're small enough that you can honestly, there's a freedom to fail here that I haven't really received in other districts. Like, the innovation piece of it is like, you want to try something, try it, and let's see what happens. And so there's some freedom there.
So what are the characteristics of an educator that you're looking for?
Oh my goodness. And so we have a portrait of a graduate that describes what we want our students to leave with, but we also have a portrait of an educator, which is like what we expect of our educators here in the district, and how we want folks to grow and how we want to help them grow. It is multifaceted, but the educators we're looking for are, 1, open-hearted, 2, like, skilled and willing and ready to learn. And then honestly, like, 3, love what you do. And I think that kind of sums everything up. Might be oversimplifying, but that's my take.
Well, no, those are some good profiles to have for your future employees. So what opportunities do you currently have available for educators, teachers, parents, staff, support staff, other openings?
So we will be having a lot of not a lot, we will be having some teacher openings coming soon, but that's going to be in the spring. And so right now, all we have are some coaching and some classified positions. and,
Okay.
and one certified position, substitute nurse. However, as we grow, that is one piece that we're growing in. And so additional positions will be coming open. So just kind of stay tuned and be patient with us. If you go to piperschools.com and click on employment, you'll find all of our listings and you can sign up for notifications for when new positions are posted.
Sounds good. Excellent. That was the next question. How do people apply? Or is there another way folks can reach out to you directly? How can this happen?
Oh, definitely. Please feel free to reach out to me. I'm Amber Buck. So buck like a dollar or a deer. Amber.buck@piperschools.us. And then I'm listed on there also under our equity and inclusion tab. And so you can find my information there. And then I always try to find myself at an LEC collab like shindig, get together, workshop. And so you might even be able to find me in person if you're coming to these awesome LEC opportunities as well.
That is something that is totally awesome. And you are absolutely right. It's one thing to, call someone or see someone virtually like this, but it's even better if we can come together and with community and hang out with each other and learn, more personally how what our school districts are like. What do you think?
Definitely. And I thank you all for all the work that you're doing. Like, honestly, a piece of the reason our district even knows that there's such a need for Latinx representation in education is, first of all, they look around and they see that we are lacking. But then also the reports that you all have put out and the initiatives that you put forward, really just keeping that need in the public eye and like supporting it with the data that's already there. I just really appreciate you all for packaging that up and keeping that, keeping that need out there. So I appreciate you all for all you do.
Well, just so the audience knows that we didn't ask you to say all that good
stuff. No, not at all. That's literally, that's my 2 cents. I like to say that's Buck's 2 cents, but that is Buck's 2 cents.
To stay at the forefront with the issues that our communities are going through, and in helping staff those communities who want to diversify their school districts. That's what we're doing right now. Is there a last word of some little hype word that you can give us about your school district?
So I love a good theme. And so we always go pirates on 3. 1, 2, 3, pirates go. And then I go, arr! That's my pirate. So.
Well, it looks like you guys have some fun. The pirates can have fun too out there in the Piper School District. Yeah. Amber, thank you so much for coming in this morning. And if there's anything we can do for you, please come out and visit us. And we would love to go and visit you. We're also about helping school districts in growing their own populations, teacher populations, because we know 60% of our teachers generally come from the community that they grew up in. So let's keep that going. Let me see how we can help and now include teachers of color and some Latino teachers at your school district. So I'll be reaching out and we'll hang out for a bit and get some ideas going.
Okay, awesome. Thank you all so much. And thank you.
Thank you. We will see you soon. Take care. All right. So just to remind everyone, we have a survey that we'd like for you to fill out. This would be for our participants, our school districts, and you, the viewer, so that we can always do better, get better, and improve. We'll see you soon. And we have on deck Gordon Parks Elementary School. Countdown. Oh. Tell me when. All right. Hey, welcome back to the Latinx Education Collaborative Fall Virtual Career Fair. We have many school districts that have signed up throughout the day to come and let you know of their open positions, seeking Latinos to diversify their faculty and their staff positions. We have now up with us Gordon Parks Elementary School, Dr. Sean Klippel. Welcome to the virtual career fair. We have some folks even that are already making comments. We have some folks who are already paying attention to what's going on and the positions that are open. So I hope you're ready.
I'm ready.
Welcome.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. Do I have a presentation to follow along with my slides, or?
We'll have it going here real quick.
Okay, great.
Oh, there you
excellent.
go. How's that?
How about that? Okay.
How about that? Hey, so let's start off with question number one. Tell us about yourself, Doc, and your organization.
Yes, so my name is Dr. Sean Klippel. I am the vice principal here at Gordon Parks Elementary School. This is my 8th year here at Gordon Parks. I taught 3rd grade here for 6 years, was the director of community engagement and innovation last year, and vice principal this current year. I have my BFA in Drama and Theater for Youth from the University of Northern Iowa. So I started in children's theaters, working as a teaching artist in the Midwest, which is how I ended up in Kansas City, working as the Associate Education Director for the Coterie. Then I finished my master's and doctorate from Rockhurst. And have been at Gordon Parks for the last 8 years and loving it.
So tell us a little bit about Gordon Parks. I remember when y'all started, so I've been around, the block a few. Originally, one of the original 10 charter schools that started back in 2000, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, we are one of the oldest charter schools in the city. We are a free public. We are K4 free public charter school in the city. So any student that lives within the roughly 16 zip codes that make up the public school district can attend our school tuition free. We provide free door-to-door transportation for all of our students, free wraparound services and resiliency, or free wraparound services for our students and families, a resilience team that's made up of mental health therapists and family advocates, director of social emotional learning, et cetera, that really meets the hierarchy needs of all of our students. And about 2 years ago, we started some really reflective conversations about making some pedagogical shifts in our community, or in our school community. So we moved away from a reliance on curriculum resources, and we have leaned heavily into project-based learning. So real-world applications of learning through our building, and connecting to Gordon Parks core values along the way.
So what are the grades you serve, and what does your population look like?
Yeah, we serve about 140 students pre-K through 4th grade. We partner with the Emmanuel Center. They house our pre-K students. And then we have about 120 students on campus. So we're very small. We have 2 sections of every grade level, except for 3rd and 4th. That's just the way that the numbers sort of rolled out this year. And then we have a very small teacher to student ratio. So if small class sizes perks your ears up a little bit, that's something that Gordon Parks offers. We have about a 10-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So every grade level, every classroom has a certified teacher, and then there's a para for every grade level. Yeah.
Wraparound services, small classrooms, a lot of attention. I can see when you have those ratios. Sounds like you have an optimal learning environment. So why should the community members consider your organization? Why should Latinos come to Gordon Parks?
We're working to diversify our staff, our staffing population, and we have a growing number of Spanish-speaking students and families. And it's important that our students see themselves represented in all areas of our building, from leadership to educators to support staff. So it's important that our students see themselves represented in all areas of our school.
So my next question is, what are the characteristics of the educator that you're looking for?
Yeah, so like I said, we are a project-based learning school, which means that we are. Let me start by sort of sharing my why I love Gordon Parks Elementary School. We are a small school, and we do use project-based learning, which means that our teachers are allowed to be more than consumers of educational resources. They're encouraged to practice education, to be practitioners of education. So if you're a teacher who is passionate and creative, and you want to create real, authentic learning experiences for students, then Gordon Parks is the place for you.
Excellent. So now, can you tell me what are some of the opportunities you have at Gordon Parks? Teaching, paras, support staff, other openings?
Yes, we are always taking applications for faculty. And as I said, we are growing. Our Spanish-speaking community is growing, and we are now at a point where we need to bring on a full-time ELL, English language learning teacher.
Okay.
So we do need an ELL teacher. We also, this is at the end of my slide. I know that there's a few more. There's an ELL position available. Oh, we are reopening our transitional kindergarten space as well for the following year, or for the 24-25 school year. So we'll be looking for a transitional kindergarten teacher and para. And then there's, I believe, a specialist, maybe potentially an art position that might be open as well. But you never know how things will shake out in March and in May. So we are always taking applications for teachers.
Excellent. You know what? And we will do a spring virtual career fair. So we'll make sure to include you all as you all prepare for the following year, and even for summer opportunities, if I'm not mistaken. That may be a possibility at your school. We already have a comment. Miss Irma Catalan Garcia said, "Oh, wow. One of my kids was at Gordon Parks a long time ago, amazing school."
Thank you, Miss Garcia. I appreciate that comment.
Yeah. So Miss Garcia is already throwing you some props.
Appreciate it.
Do you have opportunities for maybe families to become paras and eventually become a teacher of your school?
Yes, that happens quite often. We have a number of teachers who are going through or a number of paraprofessionals who are going through the process of getting their credentials and their certifications in teaching.
Mm-hmm.
There's 3 of them currently right now, and our CEO is very passionate about supporting them through that journey and through that process. I know that we will absorb a lot of the cost and responsibility there. So there's definitely a pathway, and we have and family engagement is one of our key pillars that to making Gordon Parks successful. We have a full-time family advocate, and she's also our director of community services. She has a family and community engagement committee, which our families are encouraged to join and participate in. We put on 12 events a year to get families into the building. We have a Rise and Read event every Thursday morning. It actually just finished with Literacy KC, where families are invited into the building.
Go ahead. I imagine you're in transition to your
I apologize.
Announcements. That's okay.
We have a building-wide ELA RTI time. So the whole building is transitioning into reading success groups right now. So they just made that all call.
Well, literacy is very important, especially before the 3rd grade, correct?
Yes.
Very good. Hey, can you give us some last words? Give us some hype information. Why come to Gordon Parks?
Yeah, I want to just to reiterate, if you're the kind of educator, or if you're looking to become an educator that's passionate about creating authentic learning experiences for students, then Gordon Parks is the place to be. We are a small school. We have small class sizes. It's a tight-knit group. It's a family feel when you're here. If you would like to, reach out. My contact information, I'm sure, can be accessed on our website. I'm happy to give a tour. We're heavily involved in the community, so anytime you want to come in, I'm happy to give a tour. I'm happy to have a conversation.
Can you give us maybe an email address or website address and maybe your personal information?
Yes, I believe the website is right there, that very last slide. It's gordonparks.org/careers. And there's also a contact us page on there as well. You'll have my email address there.
Dr. Klippel, thank you so much for coming in. Please let Dr. Yoakum know that I said hello. Because
I will.
I'm in contact
I'm
with.
jumping off a meeting now, and I'm going to go jump on one with him. So I will let him know you said hello.
He was part of my study when I earned my doctorate, and he helped me get to where I am. How's that?
How about that? I will make sure I tell that you said hello.
Very good. So have a wonderful morning, rest of the day, and we hope that you are able to attract the employees that you need at your school. Thank you
so much. Enjoy yourself. Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. Well, once again, welcome to the Fall Virtual Career Fair at the Latinx Education Collaborative. We just met with Dr. Klippel at Gordon Parks Elementary School. We do have a survey that we want you to complete. Let us know how we're doing, how we can improve. And please send some comments through the portal, through the private chat, and we'll be sure to include you in our discussions as we move forward. So the next school we're going to invite will be the Ewan Marion Kaufman School with Margot Sinclair. So let's look forward to meeting them here in a few minutes. We'll be right back. Good morning, buenos dias. Welcome to the LEC Virtual Career Fair for the fall semester. Many of you are probably wondering what this flag is behind me before we begin our next interview. It is the Hispanic Heritage Flag created by a St. Louis native, and his name is Jose Garza. It's meant to celebrate the Hispanic Heritage Month between September 15th through October 15th. The colors represent perseverance, sacrifice, family, courage, prosperity, and justice. The geometric figure in the middle of the flag represents the Cordillera Mountains that unite North and South America. So we now have a guest with us this morning from the Ewing Marion Kaufman School. His name is Emiliano Gross, and he is the Dean of Students there at the high school. Emiliano, buenos dias. Welcome to our space, our virtual space.
Hi, buenos dias. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you so much for being here. As we begin, we usually ask our guests to introduce themselves, their title officially, and a little bit about their organization. Tell us about the Kaufman School and you.
Yeah, well, I'm from Buenos Aires, Argentina. I came to the U.S. under a soccer scholarship, and continue my education. I have a degree in physical education, Spanish, and also ESL. And I started working at the Kaufman School back in 2018 as a Spanish teacher in high school, Spanish level 2. And since 2021, I became a Dean of Student Fellow, being mentored by the head Dean of Students at the high school. And this year I became full-time Dean of Students. Thank you. So it has been like very fast the way I moved up in the organization, and this is something that's a characteristic of the school because we like to give opportunities to teachers to thrive in different aspects of this education environment. We provide a lot of opportunities, a lot of coaching in the moment, workshops, professional developments. So it's a great environment to develop and find what is your best fit and how you best can fulfill your call to education. Yeah.
Very good. Can you tell us a little bit about the student population? How many students do you serve? What does the ethnicity makeup look like?
Yeah, so we are a 5 to 12 school. We serve a little bit short than 1,000 students between
Okay.
those grades. We are predominantly African American students. We have now an increase in the Hispanic population, and still the lowest percentage is white. So
Okay.
we're mostly a black and brown student population school, and I mean I'm bringing up like we're increasing the Hispanic population because this has happening in the last couple of years, where we are more in need of Latinos and Hispanic, bilingual teachers to come and add their expertise and their skills to our job.
Excellent. So tell me that since we're moving into that direction, why should Latino community members come to the Kaufman School?
Yeah, so we're a school that we have a great mission. One of the things that brought me here was um, the mission, like it's to create college graduates or equivalent. We want to break the cycle of poverty um, and underprivileged families in our communities. We want to give students the opportunity to thrive. We want to make sure that everybody is successful given the circumstances. We already graduated 4 classes, and actually, our founder class that started 14 years ago, they're now graduating from college. So we have students that graduate from Brown, from Vanderbilt, from Rice, from local schools like UMKC, MSU, MISU. So we're very proud of those students, and I think the Latino community should start looking at Kaufman because of all of these opportunities that we have to bring them. We have a lot of resources that I put into our students to make sure that they're successful, that they meet their potential, and everybody here in the school have different skills, but we all share in common that mission of making sure that our students go to the next level and actually succeed and graduate, or whatever their plan is in for the future.
So what I'm going to have to do in helping out the Kaufman School is get some students to go to K-State.
Well,
School.
yeah,
Yes.
I mean, if that's where they want to go, we'll make sure that they are set for success. That they not only go to the school that they go for football or like basketball or whatever the reason is. We want to make sure that they are able to go and stay and have all the tools, financial tools, for example, to be successful. If that's the case, if student wants to go to K-State, yeah, let's do it. Let's make it happen. We have a whole team of college access that help them, in the last years of their school career in 11 and 12, that they work alongside to make sure that they pick the best fit for them.
Very good. So what kind of educator are you looking for? What are the qualities and the characteristics of a future Latino educator at your school?
So we want somebody that has a growth mindset, that is ready to learn, that is ready to take on this tough task of being an educator nowadays in our communities. Because I don't want to, hide the ball and say like, oh, this is all like, color pink. This is tough. It's a tough job, but I think it's the most rewarding that, you can be in. We're looking for educators that are committed to our mission, that are committed to themselves to, be their best self and learn. And they have a goal in mind and to be the best self and, support our students the best way possible. So if we have somebody that is ready to take on that, to bring their skills, whatever level they are in, if they have like experience in education or not, if they're just fresh out of college, or they come from the professional area, that's fine. We take on everybody. We give them the tools they need. We prepare them, and we support them along the way to be their best version.
Very good. Emiliano, can you tell us what are some of the opportunities you currently have available for Latino educators or Latino professionals who'd like to come to your school? For example, teachers, paras, support staff, other openings.
Yeah, so right now, as I mentioned before, we had a big influx of Hispanic students, and unfortunately, there are students that come here with little to no English skills. So we're in the look for an ESL or ELL teacher.
Okay.
That position is currently opened, and we are looking, as I said, ways to how they jump in and be ready, to get to be successful, offering supports, mentorship opportunities to those teachers so they can feel supported, and at the same time support our students. Another one that we have year long is teacher fellow. Here at Kaufman, what we try to do is to pair new teachers to mentor teachers, veteran teachers in our organization that know the systems, that know, very well the school. So we pair them with them so they can go along with that mentorship program, and they can be teaching at their own pace with the supports that they need. And that's something that could be with, a recent graduate in December, or people that is looking for for a change in their career and they want to come into education. We just want somebody that is looking forward to make an impact in our communities. As I said, have a growth mindset, learn and be the best version. So those two positionings are the ones that are currently open.
Okay. Do you have opportunities for paras to eventually become teachers?
Well, yeah, I mean, we don't have paras position. We have what we call like teacher fellows.
Okay.
So if your question was like teachers without certification or license, the answer is yes. We are a charter school that we work along the teachers to get certificated and to get licensed if that's what they want to do and want to go for. So I encourage everybody that is, have quote unquote para skills to apply for that teacher fellow position, because it's a very good way to get into the field in a when a slow transition, slow release into their full teacher position, as a fellow, starting as a fellow.
Excellent. Oye, Emiliano, how can someone apply? Who do they contact? Is it you? Can you give us some email addresses or websites?
Yes. Yeah, so basically all the information is in our website. And let me get that information really quickly. So the website is Iwi Marian Kaufman School. If you Google that, you'll pop up the school. And then you're going to see where it says current opportunities. We have it like on the first, when you first get into that website. And for the application, you only need a resume. You don't need a letter of recommendations or anything else besides a resume. Yeah. So it's just like getting into the website.
Emiliano, can they give you a call? Do you have a phone number?
Absolutely. Yeah. Do you want me to say? You want me to put it in the chat?
Say it. Go ahead and say
Yeah.
it.
So, well, my number is 816-929-9505. If there are any Hispanic or Latinos and wants to speak in Spanish, we're more than happy to help them and like give them like more information about the school, about our mission, about what we are all about. I'm able to share my experience and kind of giving like a more of a 2 cents of what the school is all about.
Okay, you would be the contact.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if I were to ask a parent or a student about the Kaufman School, what would they say? And we'll finish up with this. What would they say about your school?
I'll say that the word that describes us is support. And if I can add a second one, is tailored support. We understand that students are individuals, and we like to adapt our teaching and our way to approach to education, not only in the academic realm, but also in the social, emotional, in all the aspects of their lives. And we tailor our instruction and our approach to each student according to what they need. So I think parents that that if you talk to a parent, that's what they will tell you, that Kaufman goes, runs the extra mile to meet students where they are, and we push them hard because it's a rigorous school to meet their goals and meet their full potential.
Well, you obviously are committed to the school. You've been there since 2018, and you've been able to grow within the positions, and that's very good. And it demonstrates the opportunities that the Kaufman School provides for its employees, its teachers, and its staff. Emiliano, thank you so much for coming in this morning. I know you probably have a busy day. We wish you a pleasant rest of the day and the rest of the week. And we will see you soon in the spring. Okay?
Okay, sounds good. Thank you for having me. It was a
Hasta
pleasure.
luego.
Hasta luego. Bye-bye.
Ciao. So that was the Ewing Marion Kaufman School representative, Emiliano Gross. And if you want to get a hold of him, the information is up in our chat. Also, don't forget about our survey. We'd like to hear your feedback. How can we improve how we're doing and how we can get better? So we will see you soon. In a few minutes, we will have the Kansas City, Kansas Public Schools up next. See you soon. Good morning, buenos dias. Welcome back to the LEC Virtual Career Fair. Once again, we'd like to remind everyone about the survey, to fill it out, to give us some feedback. Let us know how we can always improve. Many of you are probably wondering about the flag behind me, and it is the Hispanic Heritage Flag created by a St. Louis native, Jose Garza. It is meant to celebrate the Hispanic Heritage Month from September 15th through October 15th. Symbolism, the colors reflects perseverance, sacrifice, family, courage, prosperity, and justice. The geometric figures in the middle of the flag represent the Cordillera Mountains that unite North and South America. So our next guest this morning is the Kansas City, Kansas Public Schools. We have Miss Ana Perez Matthews here. Welcome, muy buenos dias. Welcome to our virtual space. And how are you doing this morning?
I'm great. Thank you for having me today.
Well, it's a pleasure always to have the Kansas City, Kansas Public Schools here, as I know you two are trying to fill positions within the school district, and you'd like to fill them with some Latino community members. So Miss Ana, can you tell us a little bit about you and the school district?
Sure. Like you mentioned, my name is Ana Perez Matthews. I currently work for Kansas City, Kansas Public Schools in the Human Resource Department.
Mhm.
I kind of stumbled upon the school district through a friend. They told me one day, I was looking for something different, and they're like, there's ESL positions opening for the school district. Is that something you would like to do? And that was 9 years ago. And I started out as the ESL aide and now working here in the HR department. So my journey here in KCK has been pretty awesome. I have I have a group of family now that within our HR team, and even at the school that I used to work in, I still have some of the contacts with some of those people. So it's been a pretty awesome journey here in KCK. Our school district, as you know, is pretty large. We have 4 early childhood centers, 28 elementary schools, 7 middle schools, 5 high schools, and 4 alternative schools.
Okay.
As many people know, we do serve 55% of our students that we serve are Hispanic. 24% of them are African American. The rest would be Caucasian, Asian American, and then Pacific, Iceland, American Indian, and Native Alaskan. So we are a pretty big school district. Go ahead. Sorry.
No. Go ahead. Continue. I'm sorry.
So we have we're pretty diverse, and we, as the district, we embrace that. We embraced our the diversity of the community.
Excellent. I see the numbers of your certified staff, the classified professionals, and the administrators that you have there on the screen. So why should the Latino community members go to the Kansas City, Kansas School District? What's your why?
Sure. So like I mentioned, with my personal story, there's room to grow within the district. We have several staff that join us in one position and then decide that, they find their passion within the district. So there's definitely room to grow here in the district. As you can see, we also offer different compensation packages. So we do offer employee paid, single paid employee health plans. We also do financial contributions towards family health care plans. We have incentives. So right now we have a retention incentive for staff, and that's going to be for this school year and staff that come back in August. Okay. We also have other incentives if you would like to join us and teach math, science, ELA, Spanish, and special education. There are some programs for staff that are joining us. So people who they have a different career path and they're wanting to come in and become teachers, we have different programs for them. And some of those programs include tuition payments.
Very good. And obviously working with your paraprofessionals and I guess classified staff who want to move forward into becoming teachers, correct?
Correct. Yes. Mm-hmm.
So tell me, what kind of educator are you looking for? What are the characteristics, the qualities of a Latino future educator at your school district?
Sure. We would like educators who are creative, obviously culturally responsive to our students. We want them to be inspiring, be flexible. We want people who are coachable, so you don't have to know everything. We can teach you. If you're willing to learn, we want you. We really want people that are truly passionate about teaching, people that they just know that that's just what they're meant to do. We
Okay.
want those type of people to come and join our district.
Very good. Very good. So tell me, what are some of the opportunities you currently have available for future Latino employees?
We have teaching positions, of course, and that would be all the way from the early childhood and secondary. So we have all those openings. We do have para positions open. So with paras, you would work with our SPED department. You are required to have at least 48 college credit hours. But if you don't have that, we do have a workies exam that you can take, and you just have to be able to pass that, and we'll take care of the cost for that first test. Yes. We also have ESL aid positions and then instructional aid positions. Our other openings include school nurses, which we hire LPNs or RNs, and those are needed as well right now. And
Very
we do
good.
have,
Wow, you have a good amount. I'm sorry, do you have any more?
well, I was going to say we do have other classified positions that we're always hiring for, like bus drivers, nutritional service, and I
Okay.
believe some police officers as well.
Okay, so you in a large district looks like you also have a lot of opportunities. How's that?
That's yes. Anything
Very
you can
good.
think of, we probably have it. So
About okay. So how does someone apply or get a hold of you? How do they know more about these open positions?
sure. So you can staff or people can visit our page, which is kckschools.org. On our website, we have if you click on employment and then click our join our team. There's
Okay.
also some QR codes on the screen that
Yes.
people can use that. On the screen, we have the contact information for our recruiters. So we have Eric Tyler, and his number is 913-549-0153. Cynthia Folks, she is the HR Assistant Director of Recruitment and Substitute Staff. Her phone number is 913-279-2364. My number is 913. I'll give you guys my number just in case. I do speak Spanish, so if we have any Spanish speaker staff or people that would like to join us or have any questions, I can definitely be the point of contact. And my number is 913-279-2314.
Excellent. Hey, I want to thank you for all that information, what you're able to provide for growth within your school district. Before we leave, I do have one question. If I were to speak to a parent or a child at your school district about the schools or school district itself, what would they say?
I think that people would say that, like I mentioned earlier, we really do embrace the diversity of our district. We try to be very inclusive to everybody. And I think that the parents are starting to notice that in our buildings and in our offices too. I think if you ask any of the visitors, they can definitely see that.
And I would only imagine that your school district, it is diverse. And I would only imagine that you would have the capacity to welcome, the diversity within those schools in their home languages, correct?
Correct. Yeah, I think we have over 60 some languages that are spoken in the district, and so we are aware of that. And so we not always have somebody that in that specific building that may speak that, but we do have other services that can help us, with that communication barrier.
All right. Can you finish up with a hype phrase for the Kansas School District?
Better every day.
All right. Better every day. I like that. Ana, muchas gracias. Thank you for coming in this virtual space with us. I do wish you and the school district well. I know you all have a dual language program that just started this fall, correct?
Yes, that is true. This is our first year doing that. And then if you guys have, and if there's an opportunity to talk to Jackie Rodriguez about that program, she is amazing. What she's doing with that program is amazing. I know we've hired a couple teachers this year for that role, and so we're pretty excited about that.
And it's only going to grow. It's only going to grow.
Exactly. Yeah, I know we're starting with our elementary schools right now, so I'm I'm excited to see that
Yeah.
kind of being here for the beginning of that. So yeah.
Do you happen to have on hand Jackie Rodriguez's phone number so that or email address so that folks can contact her if they're interested in becoming these future dual language instructors?
So I can give you her email. It's Jacqueline Rodriguez. It's jacqueline.rodriguez@kckps.org. I
Okay.
don't know that I have her phone number. Let me look on my.
Jacqueline.Rodriguez.
Yes, and I can put it in the chat if that's.
Yes, please. That would be wonderful. Because this is all being recorded, and so individuals can look at this after, after hours, later on in the day, for different opportunities with different school districts.
Yes, and I want to include too, during the summer, we do offer professional development training that's tailored to staff. So we offer all different types of training, and staff can go in and kind of pick and choose what they want.
Excellent.
This summer, we had the PSYOP training offered to all
Good.
staff. So, just things like that we're trying to make sure that our staff are prepared for our students.
No, those are wonderful opportunities to be providing to your staff, only to improve your service to your students and families. All right. Ana, thank you so much for coming in, and we will do this again in the spring. Hopefully you won't have too many placements that you still need to fill, but I know you will plan and prepare for the summer and fall 2024. Okay?
Yes. Sí, muchas
Okay.
gracias.
Bien, muchas gracias. Nos vemos después. Que pases buen día.
Gracias.
And we'll see you soon.
All right, gracias. Nos vemos.
Bye-bye. So once again, we are here welcoming school districts that want to provide employment opportunities to our Latino community. Once again, we want to remind you all to fill out the survey to help us always get better. Thank you, and we will see you soon. Our next school district will be the St. Teresa's Academy. See you soon. Good morning, buenos dias. Welcome to the Latinx Education Collaborative Fall Virtual Career Fair. We have been meeting with schools, school districts, and they have been giving us all kinds of information on how one can apply for their open positions. And we will have this recorded. You can go back. We'll try to do some time stamping so that you can find the school that you may be interested, so you can gather the information. We also will have the private chat information up for you to go directly to websites and web pages, as well as to individuals. Once again, we want to remind everyone about the survey that we always will be putting up before and after our guests come into our space. Please fill it out. We want to hear from you. We want to improve, and we want to always get better. So this morning, we have Scuola Vida Nuova in the house. And they are our neighbors and friends, and they've been our partners in many, many different events and activities. They always visit us. We visit them. So you guys are our friends, known you forever. You were one of the original charter schools that started back in 2000. I was one of the original principals back in the day at Alta Vista Charter. I worked with Miss Boyd's mom. She was our art teacher. So as you can tell, I've been around for a while. I've been around for a while. And I'm very proud to go into my 32nd year of teaching as an educator. So I have some years on you guys, just a little bit. We have with us this morning Dr. Burns, the principal, and Miss Boyd, super teacher at Scuola Vida Nuova. Both the assistant here running the show, they were checking you guys out before the show. You guys were telling each other jokes. I told Lexi, I go, they are a fun group, and you can
Absolutely.
in the virtual space. We need to know who you are, what your positions are, and tell us a little more about SVN.
Awesome. Well, my name is Tamara Burns, and I'm the principal at SVN. Our superintendent, Nicole Goodman, has been at SVN for 14 years, but this is my first year at the school as the K-8 principal, and just super excited to have the opportunity. It's like, as you said, a phenomenal school system, and just love the families, the students, and the vibrant community that we have at SVN.
Exactly.
Hi, I'm Whitney Boyd. So this is my 3rd year at SVN, but actually my 16th year of teaching. So I'm not quite caught up with you, but I'm making some progress.
Yes, you are.
So I teach 1st grade here at SVN. I'm really excited to share about all of the wonderful things that SVN brings to our community and to our students, because I truly do feel like we serve out our motto, which is serving kids and changing lives.
Excellent. So as you are seeking to diversify your teaching population and the employees there at SVN, why should the Latino members of our community come to SVN? What is your why?
Well, our why is that we want our teaching staff to mirror our student population, and we have over 50% of our student population Latino. And so it's important for our student population to see a reflection of themselves, not only in our curriculum and in our instruction, but the people that are interacting with them every single day. And so we know we have growth to do in that area, and that's why we are just so excited about this opportunity to just spend some time trying to just share how wonderful an opportunity it could be to join our staff at SVN.
Yeah, and to add to that, I would say too, for me as a Latina, I have served in many different types of schools. I've been in public, private, charter. I've been in schools that are more diverse and less diverse. And I think that when you can affirm anyone's identity in a school, you are opening doors and you are providing access where you may otherwise not receive that. So for example, in a former school that I was in, I was kind of seen as a token. I was asked to raise and lower the piñata for a show for the school musical, and I felt like no one understood my story because I was having to tell it just by myself. And at SVN, I came into a place where a story is being told and I can add to it. And I don't have to explain to people what is the difference between right and wrong when dealing with diversity issues or any kind of diversity conflict. I feel like a lot of people are coming to the table with that lived experience that makes it a safer place for me to work.
Okay. So what kind of educator are you looking for? What are the characteristics, qualities of a future Latino employee coming to SVN?
So for me, whenever we're looking at an educator or a teacher, a couple of things come to my mind. Number one, can you build quality relationships with our students, right?
Okay.
And so we want that community. We want that sense of safety when an educator creates a positive and safe learning environment where all feel welcome. For me, that's paramount. And then secondly, you're looking at, can you transfer knowledge, and what does that look like, to be able to make sure you have that content knowledge, but that you can more importantly create engaging lessons that students can be cognitively involved in to get them to reach their goals. So those are two quick things that I typically look for. Can you build a relationship with our students and families, and what does that look like? And then what does your instruction look like, and how are you going to help students be engaged and enjoy learning?
So how do you help your future employees grow? Is there opportunity to grow? Do you want them to come with a growth mindset?
Yes, I think absolutely. And the professional development opportunities at SVN is more than I've ever seen. Ms. Goodman believes in allowing opportunities for our teachers and staff to grow. She sends groups of teachers, and Ms. Boyd can attest to some of the summer PD workshops that she's been to, but also just job embedded opportunities for professional learning on a consistent basis. And I'll let Ms. Boyd speak to that a little bit as well.
Absolutely. So I went to Florida for a Kagan conference this summer, and I also went to Philadelphia for an autism conference. I would also add to, in terms of embedded professional development, also for teachers who have a little bit more experience, who are considered more veteran teachers, we are encouraged to take risks with our curriculum and to push ourselves further. So even if you're someone that comes with a lot of experience, the expectation and the support that you keep driving yourself forward in what you're passionate about is really important. And it's what keeps me here.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Sounds like wonderful opportunities to grow. Put teachers in different years of experience, continuing their professional growth, even if they're a veteran teacher like you, Ms. Boyd. So what opportunities do you currently have for future Latino employees, be it teachers, paras, support staff, other openings? What do you have available?
So we do have several openings right now. And as you can see on the slide, we do need a second grade teacher. We need a 5th and 6th grade teacher with a math and science focus. A +1 for our middle school 7th and 8th grade ELA teacher. And we're currently looking for a PE teacher as well. So some wonderful opportunities to join our team. We hope you're interested. Please reach out.
Do you have opportunities for people to grow as paras?
Absolutely. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Provisional certifications right now in the state of Missouri. A lot of the restrictions are easy. You are a charter school, so
yes, sir.
You do have some more leeway, as I well know. And is this a possibility for maybe a community member, a parent, to come in and see if teaching is for them?
Absolutely. We have a paraprofessional posted on our website. So that is a position they could do. And if it is for them, we have pathways for them to get that teacher certification as well, and a couple of partnerships. So yes, sir, that's definitely an opportunity.
Okay. So, and my last question, how can someone apply? We do have a webpage up right now. Can they call Ms. Whitney to get her perspective?
Yes, give her a call.
Because, that's something that I often would tell university students when I was at the university, UMKC. Not only are they interviewing you, but you need to interview the school districts and the schools get to know where you're going so that it'll be the right place for you to grow, and the right place for you to be. So how can folks get a hold of you?
Yes, sir. So you want to go to the website that you see on the screen and you complete the application. As soon as we get that application, we will reach out and give you a call, and we'll have Miss Whitney call you. And so you can kind of get the real scoop from her, but she'll let you know that SVN is a phenomenal place to work at.
Do you have people who speak Spanish? Because you might get some Spanish speakers.
Yes, sir.
Still be part of your school. Some of the best advocates for schools are parents who become paraprofessionals.
Yes.
And I actually work, my paraprofessional that works with me in my first grade classroom is a parent.
Yes.
We speak Spanish with our students every
Yes.
day with one another. And so that is a very strong component of our culture here.
Okay, since you spoke about parents and students, if I were to interview a parent or a student at SVN, what would they say about the school?
I think that we have a large school. So we're kindergarten through 8th grade. But I think if you ask anyone, one of the first words they would use is the word family oriented, from parent or from a student. We have parents from the Somali community bringing us in samosas.
Yes.
We have, we are huggers. We love to engage with our families. We actually have a curriculum night tonight.
Yes.
And that is a very family environment where it's less presentational and more engaging and
Yes.
interactive. So our families are going to say that we draw them in. We pull them in like a family.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Very good. Excellent. So if there is a hype slogan for SVN, what would it be as we finish this virtual presentation?
I'm going to say Team SVN, come join our family.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And I'm going to go straight back to our motto, serving kids, changing lives,
Yes.
because that is what we do here.
Absolutely.
Okay. And I know you live it, you believe it, and you're going to make sure it happens, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So I want to thank you both for coming in, and we're going to do this again in the fall. So
Oh,
I'm going to reach
absolutely.
out to Whitney and Dr. Burns. I'm going to reach out to you to make
Thank
sure
you,
that
sir.
you're all represented in the spring, as you continue to fill positions and also look for positions to fill for summer and fall 24 opportunities. What do you think?
Oh, that's amazing. We love that. Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming this morning. I know you have the rest of the day and the weekend. We have a Chiefs game coming up.
Let's go,
Chiefs. We got to support the Chiefs. Go Chiefs.
All right.
All right. Thank you, sir.
You guys do a fun group. Come on back.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right. Once again, reminding everyone to fill out the survey, share this information with someone you may know in the community who is looking for an opportunity to be a teacher, a paraprofessional, a staff member at any of these 12 to 13 schools that are participating this morning. Thank you so much for spending the time with us. Our next guest will be the Shawnee Mission School District, and they'll be telling us about their needs and the positions they need filled. So we will see you here very quickly. Buenos dias. Welcome back to the Latinx Education Collaborative Virtual Career Fair. My name is Dr. Uciel Hernandez Pesina, and I am the Vice President of Pipeline Programs here at the LEC. And I have the privilege of welcoming school districts to our virtual space here to let us know of positions they have available that they would like to fill with folks within the Latino community. And it is always a pleasure to welcome a partnering school district, the Shawnee Mission School District, and with them is Dr. Michael Schumacher, and he is the Associate Superintendent of HR. Dr. Schumacher, Michael, as I know you like to call you, it's always good to see you, sir.
It's great to see you. Thank you so much for the warm welcome. It's great getting this invitation all the time. Thank you.
Well, you know what? You are one of our consistent partners in wanting to come and let us know how we can help support you. We do have some meetings that are going to be set up between us so that we can become those critical allies and friends to help your school district grow among the Latino community and those staffings that you'd like to support and fill. Michael, can you let us know who are you and what is your school district like? Tell us a little bit about the Shawnee Mission School District.
Yeah. The school district is amazing. I don't know. Did you ask about me personally?
Yes, you too. Yes, you
Okay.
too.
All right. Very good.
A little bit about you.
Yeah, absolutely. So, this is my 9th year in the school district. Came into the district as a curriculum director. So that's kind of where I started my journey here. And this would be my 8th year in HR. Really love the district. We do some amazing things, which I'll talk about here in a second. Prior to coming to Shawnee Mission, I was a principal in a couple of different school districts. Prior to coming to Shawnee Mission, it was in Piper, the Piper School District in Wyandotte. Was also in Turner for a second. Did some time in Blue Valley, and I started my career actually in a parochial system at Bishop Miege High School. And so I taught science, was a coach, all the standard things that us as educators typically do as we come out of school. So I'm originally from Western Kansas, Garden City. So a great, as we talk about Latino community out there. And of course, I don't know, of course, I think it's of course, but my family background is of course Latino as well. So passionate about the work.
Excellent. So tell us a little bit the Shawnee Mission School District.
Yeah. So pretty large suburban school district over on the Kansas side, as I imagine most people know. We have 47 school sites, so a lot of opportunities. We serve around 27,000 students in the district. We employ 2,100 approximately professional educators, certified teachers, and then about that same amount, about 2,000 classified employees as well. Something that's a bit unique for Shawnee Mission, I think, at least in the Kansas City metro area, is a lot of school systems will serve, one town or one municipality or just a few. We're not like that. We have 14 different municipalities that are housed within our geographic area. And so with that, I think is another example of our diversity. We really celebrate our diversity. We think it's a strength of ours. Not one of our communities is the same, and that is fantastic. And our board really pushes us to embrace that diversity and try to hire a diverse workforce. And I'm going to tout my team's performance, but 2 weeks ago, I guess a week ago, we presented to the board and we shared very openly where we're at in relation to our diversity amongst our staff.
Yeah,
we are not where we want to be. I will say that openly. But we're making progress. We've shown year over year that we're making progress towards that effort of hiring a diverse workforce that represents the faces of the kids that are going to be in our classrooms.
It's good to know the challenges. It's good to focus on them, and it's good that you have paths to solving some of those issues that you're wanting to work on.
Yeah.
It's all very good. So why should Latino members of our community consider the Shawnee Mission School District as a part of their educational journey?
Yeah. So I'll give you the kind of the elevator speech pitches first. We do a great job with salary and benefits. I teachers should make more money than they do. But as far as, our competitors, I think we do a really, really good job. If you onto our website, smsd.org, you can see our really competitive salary schedule for our professional employees. And then our board last year, on the request of our leadership team, made a deep commitment to our classified employees too, and gave our classified employees anywhere from about a 6 to a 14% raise last year. And again, it's not where we need to be. We need to continue to strive to be more competitive out there in the market, but it was a huge step forward. As adults who have kids, benefits are a huge piece of the decision-making tree, when you're deciding where to work. And we have a robust benefits package, something that's unique. And those people who have seen me speak before have heard me say this, but what is unique for us is right below me, we have our own health center that anyone in our community, anyone who works for us can come to free of cost. It is an amazing fringe benefit that saves our employees a tremendous amount of money. So that's one piece, but then it keeps them healthier, happier. We added behavioral health to that clinic. And so those of our members who have that need can go there and get that piece served as well. And so we really try to tout that. As far as, specific to a Latinx, person who is looking to, find themselves in their job, Hispanic or Latinx is our biggest minority group, in the school district. And so, tremendous families, tremendous kids, who we all know. I mean, the research points to the fact that kids perform better when they're working with people who look like them, who can identify with them and what they go through. So that would be one piece as well.
Sure. And not only does it serve well for, the kids of color with teachers of color, but it also serves the majority kids who get to see administrators of color, get to see teachers of color in leadership roles and understand, it's a whole different, it's an individual who I may not know, but is in a position to learn from, really, if you think about
100%.
it.
I agree, 100%.
Okay. So what kind of educator are you looking for? What are the qualities, the characteristics that you would seek in a future Latino educator?
Yeah, someone who loves kids. That's always my standard answer. I mean, that is above and beyond the first thing that we're looking for. You got to love kids. You got to be passionate about the work. You got to be willing to work hard. One of the things that we ask when we're finalizing our interview process is, do you want your kids to like you? Do you want your students to like you? And oftentimes, candidates are hesitant, to say yes, but that's the answer we're looking for. So I'm kind of giving you a look behind the curtains a little bit, but that's what we want. We want you to care about kids, love kids, and want them to like you, because we know that kids who are engaged with the teacher, who love the classroom, are going to perform better for their teachers. So first and foremost, that's the biggest piece, is those educators who love our kids. And then someone who, of course, has some content knowledge, pedagogical skills, and is willing to grow within our community.
Okay. Yes, of course. Relatability and the willingness to continue to grow as a professional within the school district.
Right.
So now, can you tell me a little bit of the opportunities you currently have available for educators, teachers, therapists, support staff, et cetera?
Yeah, unfortunately, like a lot of school systems, we're still short staff. And so we do have openings both on the certified and the classified side. And so they're probably a little too numerous to go through now. I mean, we have a lot of positions, but they are actively posted on our website. And so you can take a look at that. Couple big events I want to tout. Our director of classified HR, Dr. Jarius Jones, he is hosting a classified job fair tonight. So anyone who's hearing me right now, we would love to get you over to the school district. We're at 8200 West 71st Street here in Shawnee Mission. You can look us up and Google Map us, or however you get around. Starts at 4:00. Walk-ins are welcome. We would love to talk with you about classified jobs here in the district. We have tons of openings. So whether it be a paraeducator, custodial, maintenance, food service, you name it, we are looking for you, and we want you to work with our kids. And another piece, kind of a sell to, we used to be pretty stringent on, hey, we need you for 7 hours. We need you for 7.5 hours. We recognize that we can't be that stringent anymore. We have to be flexible with folks. And so if you're a working parent and you want to drop your kid off and you want to pick them up from school and you have that block of time in the middle, we are willing to have that conversation with you and take whatever time you can give us. So we'd love to talk with you guys if you have some interest in working for the Shawnee Mission School District.
Very good. Flexibility.
Tons.
Flexibility. You know, it's something obviously that has come about since COVID and the time we all spent at home, you know, away from each other with our families. I'm sure you all address mental wellness as well, because that's something that we've been hearing much about, you know, among our children, among adults. It is real, and school districts as well as organizations are having to address this as they keep their employees well in service of those particular organizations. Hey, if I were to ask parents or a child at your school district, what would they say about the schools and the school district?
Oh, that's a good one. I would hope that they would say, and I think they would say that the people who work directly with their children love their children and they care for their children. I think they would say that. I hope, and I think they would be proud of the facilities that their kids are in and that they go into on a daily basis. Those would be the two big things. Yeah. I mean, I really think that our students have tremendous experiences with those people on the ground who are working day to day with them. And that from a district standpoint, there's support that trickles throughout the system that allows our educators to focus in on the real work, which is, you know, that direct contact with our kids.
Excellent. Michael, can you repeat a way folks can get a hold of you or the school district so that we can put that on the website and also in the chat so that people can look for you?
Got it. smsd.org is our website. From there, you can navigate to employment. And right there will be my contact information, any of my team, and then you can apply online right there. I did forget to mention one thing. I'm sorry if I can. More second. We do have a teacher interview night coming up on November 9th. And so that information will be on the website as well. And anyone would be welcome to sign up and come and get that initial interview out of the way.
So before we end, and thank you for your time, can you give us your best hype motto for the school district?
Yeah, I was listening to our friends that were going before me, and so I was prepared. So we do have a district theme, which is one shining moment. But then as an HR team, we kind of took that and spun it. And our hashtag this year is We Shine, Kids Shine. And so what we mean by that is when adults shine, when we get our adults to shine and perform, we know that kids are going to shine. And that has to be our focus, right? The work that we do has to impact kids. So we shine, kids shine.
Dr. Michael Schumacher, Associate Superintendent of Human Resources, thank you, sir, for spending another 15 minutes with us. There's going to be many opportunities for us to partner and to collaborate with you. We're going to do this again in the spring so that you can prepare for summer positions as well as positions for fall 2024. We wish you and the school district absolute best as you move forward in service to all your communities and specifically to the Latino community. Thank you, Michael, for coming in, and we look forward to seeing you again soon, sir.
You bet. Thank you so much. Thank you for the time.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Once again, my name is Dr. Uciel Pesina, and we are here celebrating, actually helping school districts with their employment opportunities in service to our Latino communities. Please look at the survey, check out the survey, give us some feedback so that we can always improve our service to you, our Latinx community. We are going to take a break. We will be back at 2 p.m. And we will welcome the Academy of Fine and Integrated Arts with Miss Trisha DeGraff, the Executive Director. So we will be back soon. Don't go away. And if you know someone who is interested in positions within some of the school districts that we've interviewed this morning, please let them know about this particular podcast that we're doing. It will be recorded. Shawnee Mission School District is going to have some major events for folks both that are teachers and also classified positions. So we will see you soon. Thank you for coming and visiting us this morning. We'll see you in la tarde. Thank you. Bye-bye.